What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Wardcast, the weekly podcast where we sit down with you to talk about what's going on here at the Ward Productions, go over video game news, chat about survival horror, machinima, and more. I'm one of your hosts, Shaun Clark. With me today is Jazz Rich.
Hi.
And Shayla Hill.
Hi.
As always, you can find the Wardcast on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ward Productions, and on Google Play. Just search the Wardcast and you're sure to find it on there, hopefully. If I did everything right, it'll be there. So maybe not. But give it a shot. No, it's there. I checked.
Okay.
So you may have noticed the absence of the show for last week. Due to unfortunate circumstances, I had to move on short notice. So I had to pack and move very quickly. In all that chaos, I just didn't have time to set up and record the podcast. Plus, most of my equipment was packed and all that good stuff. But yeah, so it's also worth noting that I'm staying at my brother's for a little while I look for a new place. So there may be some noise and popping, or like shit popping in and people talking in the background and stuff. So if you hear that, I apologize. It's just kind of how things are for now.
You got it popping in.
I got some popping in. Your voice just got so much worse.
I love that when you announced me, you couldn't even keep your composure. I was like, hi.
I tried so hard.
You failed.
But yeah, so I don't have my typical setup. I don't have my beautiful sound absorbing panels or even my microphone stand for my mic, so I'm probably sounding all echoey and crappy. So sorry about it. Deal with it. Tough shit. It sucks.
I think you sound fine.
My mic is literally just resting on a table in front of me.
You sound as shitty as all the other times.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
I listened to the test. It's echoey. Fuck you.
Oh. I don't hear it.
Well, maybe your speakers are just garbage.
I just thought there were two of you in here.
God damn it.
Yeah, there was.
But yeah, because we missed last week's episode, today's episode will be a double episode. Episode. How many times can I say episode? Who knows?
Double upload.
So it's going to be 4 hours?
It's... What?
Because we always go over.
No, if that were accurate, it would be 2.5 hours.
Math.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Math.
3.
Approximately.
It'd be time.
It'd be time plus minus time.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very deep. Okay, before we jump into news, Jazz, what have you been up to for the past 2 weeks?
Pass.
Wow.
I've been on a roller coaster.
Literally?
No.
A 2-week-long roller coaster? That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I threw up 5 times. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't really...
You have a lot of stuff going on.
I do. I do, actually.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I've just been staying quiet because I know you're moving.
I don't want to complain. I want to give you time to complain.
I do, actually.
Hold completely still. Not moving.
What?
The flu has gone to her head.
Oh no. It's taking over.
It's not
Jazz said, I haven't been telling you because you're moving. And I just imagined Jazz being like, okay, hold still.
Oh, okay.
Moving.
I get it.
And I'm like, okay, now I can tell you. Nope, you moved.
Damn it.
Red light. Green light. Red light.
Brown light.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. What were you saying?
I'll be right back.
It's like the brown note.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
With my voice like this, I can access the brown note. You guys ready?
The brown note.
Yeah.
Is that the C? Well, no, that didn't make sense. I had a joke, but it fell apart in my head, so I stopped. Okay, Jazz, continue. That was it.
I've been playing stuff, but I haven't really been doing much.
Wow.
Oh my God, you've been playing Monster Hunter.
Shut the fuck up, you.
How about you, Shayla? What's been going on for the last 2 weeks?
Oh my gosh, I got sick, obviously, so I couldn't talk.
I couldn't even tell. What are you talking about?
Yeah, when were you sick?
And then I've been working a lot, and Play Monster Hunter, like always.
He said, "What's new?"
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. I can do this.
And I didn't ask what you were playing. I said, "What's going on?"
What's new? I can piss off dogs. Watch.
Ooh, that's. You should do that. You have a dog. Test it.
Yeah. I will.
As I mentioned before, for me, my time has been heavily spent packing, moving, looking for a new place, and so on. So not a whole lot of time to do much else. In fact, today's really the first day I've had to have any free time to fucking do anything, relax, not suffer, that kind of stuff. So it's nice to just kind of kick back and relax and recover from everything. But I did, however, watch a movie called Pet. Have you guys seen that movie?
Pet?
Pet?
No, what is it?
It's about this creepy guy who's played by one of the hobbits from The Lord of the Rings, and he becomes obsessed with this girl that he runs into from like his high school, and like she apparently doesn't want anything to do with him, but he's like literally like madly in love with her to the point of being crazy stalker person, and he ends up kidnapping her and like locking her up in a cage in a basement where he works, and then she starts like messing with his mind, and like I don't want to spoil anything in case you watch it, but like it gets really fucking crazy and just fucked up, like gross, violent stuff happens. It's great. If you like horror movies that are like ultra violent, it's pretty good. It's very weird. It's not like an amazing movie, but it's worth watching. It was very entertaining. Plus, it has a hobbit.
You just made me think. I also watched this movie. Not this movie, but I also watched a movie recently. Because usually I watch the same shit, but like I watched something new. It's like there's a whole new world, and this guy like goes in the world and tries to like be one of them, and then he does, but then he betrays them, but then they like him again. It was really good. It's this great movie you should see. It's called Avatar.
Wow.
It's new, right? So I'm not like behind anything.
I've never even heard of this movie.
Oh, and these people are like blue.
Is that like the Nickelodeon cartoon or something? I'm just kidding.
Fucked.
way to have a super dated joke. Good job.
I know, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nerd.
That you should go see that movie. That's an amazing. I haven't even seen that movie, but I've heard it's really bad.
Which one?
The other Avatar movie, The Last Airbender or whatever.
No, oh, yeah.
I like that they made an Avatar movie and didn't even call it Avatar. That's great.
Yeah, probably because it was like shortly after like good Avatar.
Yeah, but you could have still done like Avatar, The Last Airbender, or The Last Airbender Avatar, something, you know, like put the fucking actual name of the thing. Because I didn't even know that it was related to the show until like later. Like I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. It was very confusing.
Hollywood.
It's dumb. I've never seen the show. Is it any good? Wow. Shayla, I feel like you've seen it.
I haven't.
Oh, really?
No.
Great.
I know. Not to say that I don't want to.
It's not a DLC.
We can
on
all
Monster Hunter.
not watch Avatar together. It'll be great.
Oh, Avatar. Yeah, I've seen Avatar.
Oh my god.
No,
no.
Idiot.
Or,
Literally saw it in the theater together.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm talking about the animated television show. Calm your tits.
You guys are good here, right? I'm gonna go.
I've never seen it.
Okay, I'm glad that we clarified that. Let's move on.
Never seen it, but we saw it together. But no, I've never.
I'm sure that wasn't confusing at all.
No,
That's the one with that Todoroki ripoff guy. Just kidding. The other guy came. He came. Like, you know what I mean. Bad joke.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Avatar in theaters now. Go see it. It's great.
Which one? Who knows? It's up to you.
Avatar by Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Featuring explosions.
And James Cameron.
Right.
Does he have a camera?
Yeah.
Is that why his name is Cameron? Because he's on the camera?
Yeah.
Does it have Transformers in it?
No.
Yes, and they explode.
Those things are stupid.
They explode on the Titanic, and then the Titanic sinks into the ocean and then blows up again.
I love that movie.
Blow up in the what? Can we move on?
I'll talk. I haven't. I think it's been a while, so I don't know if I've mentioned I saw First Man.
First Man.
That sounds familiar. What is that?
Oh, that's about.
Oh, that's the moon thing.
Is that about Neil Armstrong?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to see it. No spoilers.
I won't, but it's really good. You should watch it.
Oh, now I know it's fucking good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God damn it, Shayla.
Well, I was.
You're gonna tell me it's on the moon now?
No.
But they go to the moon, but that's at the end. Oh, shit.
Oh, you just told me the end?
Damn it. I actually don't even know if that's true. Could happen at the beginning.
Harry Potter on the moon.
Well, it was a big, long thing. It was like 8 weeks of every weekend seeing a Harry Potter movie, and like we finished all of them, so now it's like Fantastic Beasts 2 is next.
Gross.
So I enjoyed those movies.
There's a Harry
Beast?
To be fair, well, yeah, I actually liked the first movie. Well, I liked some of the first movies, but like I don't even know, what do you call it? Is it a reboot, a reimagining, a sequel, a prequel? I don't even know. It's
like an offshoot prequel. So it's like it's
already too complicated.
Harry Potter. It's like, as long as you know what the Harry Potter universe is, like the basis of, you don't really have to see Harry Potter.
It's a spin-off
for these movies. Yeah, it's a spin-off that happens before Harry Potter.
I typically don't like that. It's like, oh, let's take the thing that you liked and take like everything that you liked out of it and keep going.
Well, here's the thing though. I have to say something in its defense, in the sense that the Harry Potter series I thought was much better as books, because if you watch the movies, it's like they leave so much characterization and so many aspects out of it that if you didn't read the books, it's like I don't even really know how people can be a fan of just the movies, because it seems like so much of it is lost on you, where like with Fantastic Beasts, these are developed completely as movies, so they make for better movies in my opinion.
They have no reference to ruin.
If you like that, yeah, so if you like the aspect of like wizards and magic and spells and stuff, then but like don't really get into Harry Potter or the kid aspect, like that kind of young adult aspect of it, it's a really cool movie about like a really cool, like, whether you like the story of Harry Potter or not, I think the world it was built around is a really interesting concept. So those concepts translated like into an actual like dedicated movie with adults that can actually like know how to use magic and don't have all these restrictions and don't have to like explain all the rules and the lore, and just can get into wizards battling wizards and like finding these crazy magical monsters, is like makes for a really cool movie.
I don't know, it seems like that time and money would have been better spent doing like a Harry Potter like TV show or something where they could flesh it out better.
That's true, I could see that.
Because then they still have, the characters and the story that everybody enjoys. Because like it just seems like bargain bin Harry Potter, you know what I mean? It just seems watered down.
I suppose, but to me it doesn't seem watered down, just because like the kids had so many restrictions on what they could do, where like these wizards don't really, they get,
but it's still like the main dude,
nice,
he's still a young guy, right? He's still like a kid.
No, he's an adult.
He looks like a kid.
Oh, speaking of how he looks, have you ever seen the like 1980s 'Twas the Night Before Christmas cartoon?
Probably.
There's that cartoon was drawn in a very particular style, and it, like, I can't unsee that character when I look at the main character of Fantastic Beast. Like, they just kind of have this like particular look that every time I see him I'm like, God, he looks just like that cartoon character. It's really
Are you saying
weird.
that he looks really weird?
He looks like a very specific cartoon character, and just comparing a real human to like a cartoon character that was made like 30 years ago.
Yeah, that sounds pretty weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the dude, but...
And you can like put it up on the screen when you do the podcast.
You don't have to be mean. Hey, dude, has anybody ever told you that you look like a creepy, weird old cartoon?
It's not creepy weird. It's just a very stylistic character.
Quote unquote stylistic.
Okay, whatever. Moving on.
Alright, so let's get into what we've been playing. This will probably go quickly because I already know You guys haven't been playing shit, and I haven't either. But I've probably been playing the least, so this time I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with all the craziness, I wasn't able to touch pretty much anything until a couple days ago. But first thing I did, obviously, was my weeklies for Street Fighter 5. I didn't want to get too far behind on that. I think I missed one of the week's challenges, which really sucks, because earning fight money in that game is like squeezing blood from a thing that doesn't fucking have any blood in it. So if you miss the challenges, you miss like the rare chance to get any money at all. I've been playing that game for probably a year or longer, and I just recently got enough to buy one additional character. It's horse shit.
What the fuck?
Because they want you to buy it. They want you to just go spend your money and buy all the characters. They don't want you to earn it. So they made it really, really difficult to earn any kind of money in that game.
That's stupid.
Yeah, that game's a piece of shit. It's a good piece of shit, but it's still a piece of shit. But other than that, I've been playing a little shoesting with you, Jas.
Shoesting.
And that went terrible. I played pretty awful. I guess I'm rusty. And plus I have to adjust because when we were playing before, I was playing on the smaller screen by my computer. And now I'm like using my bigger screen, like my big screen TV, because I didn't want to put that in storage. So like the adjustment from the small screen to the big screen actually makes like a really big difference. So like it feels like you move slower because the screen's bigger and stuff. So like I don't know, it's really weird, but I have to get used to that. But yeah, I've been doing awful at that, so that's fun.
I'm doing awful too.
No, you were doing fine. You were doing better than me most of the time.
No.
No? I thought you were.
You have like twice my kills. Like, oh,
what?
So you have... You remember?
I don't know. Sometimes you did better than me. I saw it.
Sometimes by accident with the hammer.
By accident, when you go on a melee murder spree.
Only on that map, and I die like 30 times.
It's okay. When you're doing melee, you're gonna die.
We had 69 at the end, so we won.
Yeah, even if you lose, if you have 69, you automatically win. Everybody knows that.
Default. Yep.
Yeah. I also downloaded a game called Sometimes Always Monsters, which is an indie game that's kind of like a life simulator, I guess you would call it. But like you're put into a situation where like your partner leaves you and you lose your job and your overall life just goes to shit. And then from there you have to try and like build your life back up, and like you can
that sounds
you can pursue like your significant other or not, and like you just have to like make your life not shit. You take on shitty jobs and make terrible money. It's like real life. And then like they give you choices that you have to make throughout the game that kind of shape where the story goes. It's interesting, and it's 8-bit, so it's like an 8-bit life simulator that isn't The Sims, which also isn't 8-bit. But
I have that game.
That game's shit.
But I call it real life.
But I just started it, and it seems cool, but I don't really have an opinion on whether it's good or not because I haven't played enough. But it's definitely interesting. But yeah, a game that you can be miserable in. So I'm sure it'll be great. And it was like $2 or something. It was on sale. $2 too much.
Too much.
Wow.
Nah, it looks cool. I'm interested in it. It'll be cool to see where it goes. How about you, Shayla? What have you been playing? If you just say Monster Hunter, so help me, I will destroy you.
Well, I've been playing Friday the 13th a lot with you guys. And
that was like 2 weeks ago.
And we played once.
That's not true. Play it because I really enjoy it, but of course Monster Hunter, and then I actually did play a little bit more of Rez, the PlayStation 4 version, because I can revisit that game as many over and over. So fun. You
know what's sad? I still haven't played that game. I really, really want to. I wanted to get the PSVR version, but like I want to get the physical version, and apparently it's super rare.
No, it's not. I got it from I Am 8-Bit.
Yeah, but they released like limited quantity releases.
I think you can find it on like eBay for not much more. Or like I've seen it at conventions. They usually do like a $10 markup, but that's like what you would pay in shipping anyway.
I'll have to look into that because like last time I checked, it has been a while, but when I looked, it was going for like $80.
Oh no, you should get it. Like you should try to find it like used cheap or something because it's really good.
Yeah, I really want to get it, and I'm sure it's super cool in VR.
I know I want to try it in VR so bad. I've heard very good things about the VR. I've just been playing it normal because I don't have VR, but yeah, I'd like to see what that game's like in VR. I think it'd be really fun.
The only thing that kind of prevented me from getting it was the fact that I feel like the VR in that's probably going to be kind of lame, just because I know how that game plays, and I don't really see how they would modify it to work in VR. So it's probably just like you can look around, like you can kind of move the camera with your head, basically.
But that was kind of,
which is cool, and it's more immersive that way, but like it's not really a true VR experience.
Have you played that game though? Like
I just said I haven't.
Okay, because the thing is like the way you like look around and look forward and back is kind of important to the game. So like I think being able to like quickly look back at you to get your power-ups, like with the analog is sometimes kind of sluggish, where if I could literally like just turn around, it'd make like acquiring power-ups kind of cool and a lot easier than having to like move around with the analog.
Well, do you look like around, or do you literally look behind you?
You literally look behind you.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I could see that being better then.
Yeah, I would imagine, because it's on rails.
Yeah, I knew that.
Cool is that you can like look. I mean, that is sometimes the camera would like purposely have to like shoot you around backwards, where if you can like have free control and literally just look behind you, I think it would actually vastly improve the game if they did it correctly. I think it could be a really awesome port.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can pick it up for a reasonable price. That game's always been rare, even when it came out on PS2. Or did that come out on Dreamcast first? I can't remember.
It actually was a Dreamcast game first.
That's what I thought.
But it only came out in Japan and Europe, if I remember. It never came out on Dreamcast in America.
Like Shenmue 2.
So for a lot of people, for a lot of Americans, the few people that played it probably had the PS2 version. But like I imported games a lot during that time, so like I had it on Japanese Dreamcast. And then there's a 360 port that's the HD version that's actually really good too. Like they upped the frame rate and like it looks really nice on that. But yeah, this is beautiful.
Nice.
What's the game about?
You fly through the internet. And
really?
Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's basically like your character is like hacking into a like sentient AI that's also it's like in this own world's universe. At least this is what I gather. Like it's like an AI that's connected to like everything internet, like a major network system, and you're kind of like hacking into it. And it gets kind of like trippy because it's like a sentient being, AI, whatever. You end up like finding weird like evolutionary stuff, and everything's very like it's like a combination of a weird primordial soup and like cyber matrix looking creatures, and it gets like more organic as you get in, and it's really cool.
That's cool. It's a lot deeper than I thought it was, story-wise.
Yeah, it's all kind of like implied, or like there's basically like script running on the side of the screen to make it seem like you're like to kind of show that you're hacking it. And so there are messages if you really pay attention. Like there is stuff written in that little text that kind of give you clues as to what's going on and what you're doing. So it's very like vague and implied and stuff, but that's kind of what makes it so cool.
It's like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
There's like no story if you're not paying attention.
Pretty much.
Like 9 out of 10 people that play it have no idea what it's even about.
Yeah, it's like little expert. Like Dark Souls is crazy because of how you even have to just like, read items to kind of get the ideas of what's going on. Item descriptions and stuff.
It's cool. There's a game called Thumper. I think it's PS4 and PSVR. I don't think you have to have the VR to get it. but it looks really cool. It looks like it's pretty much the same thing as Res, where it's on rails. Or it's kind of like a mixture between Res and what was that called? Frequency.
Oh yeah.
And there was another one, Frequency, and what the hell was it? It was like a Amplitude, right?
Yeah, that sounds about. I think that's correct.
It. One was like a spiritual successor to the other or something like that, but they play the same. But it's kind of a hybrid of those two concepts, and I haven't played it yet. I bought it on limited run games, but like I watched a bunch of videos on it, and it looks really cool. You should check it out.
Yeah, it sounds like it's right up my alley. Res actually has a spiritual successor as well, which is Child of Eden, if I remember. The 360 game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's a spiritual successor too. I played it a little bit with the Kinect, and
ooh, it's a Kinect game.
But well, what sucks is like it was also for the PlayStation Move, but that came out later, so I was a little disappointed because I feel like that game would benefit from a lot more than the Kinect because it's more of a shooter. So like shooting with your hand seems like a really fun, cool concept, but when it's not as responsive, it's kind of like I have laser hands some of the time.
Wow, that sounds fun.
It actually is pretty accurate for the most part, but I mean, if you've ever used the Kinect, it's like
terrible.
I've
used it. It works like half the fucking time, and that's terrible for like any kind of like music rhythm game. You need precision.
Well, what sucks is like it's like they didn't inform people properly. It's like it actually does. I've actually seen Kinects work, but you basically need a dedicated studio. You need proper lighting and plenty of space with nothing interfering in the background.
But that's entirely unrealistic. Like the common household is not going to have that.
Exactly, which is why it's such a scam in a way, because they never, like, of course, if they informed people of that before purchase, then nobody's going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody bought it, and it sort of worked, but then, like, what the hell? Why are my feet, like, merging into the couch behind me? Like, what is going on? Like, wait, you mean I have to have, like, 6 feet completely open in every direction, and even when you clear out your whole living room for it, then you realize you don't have proper lighting, so it's still not registering properly. It's horrible.
Have you guys ever played that Kinect game? What's it called?
Nope.
Lost in Nightmares or something like that?
That's Resident Evil.
I know that's not what I'm talking about. It's a different game. But like it was so dumb. To move forward, you literally had to stick one of your fucking legs straight out. It was the dumbest shit in the world. Like you feel like an idiot playing that game. Like I want to do a let's play of that game just because it's so ridiculous.
You have to have a camera though. We have to see what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's play like live.
I think I still have it, but like I played it for all of 5 minutes because of like how ridiculous and horrible it was. Like I was just like, no.
It's got to be one of the worst controls ever. It's by design too. Like they just they didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
It, but you remember they were trying to do like duck and cover shooter games where you're basically doing finger guns at the screen to shoot.
Really? I never saw that.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
If you watch the commercials, it's so funny because like the commercials try to do like the coolest version possible, which even then is super unrealistic because they're like jumping behind their couch and stuff. But it's like that's the cool.
Kind of like those commercials. I think there's commercials for like some PS2 game where like everybody's doing like the finger guns.
Probably.
I'll have to show you that commercial. It's amazing because like they're doing the finger guns, but it's all like super Matrix, like ultra stylized shit, and they're doing like backflips and like when they do the finger guns, like it looks like they're literally dying. It's great.
Well, we all know the best use of finger guns, space.
Oh my god, I was watching that the other day actually. Like that exact clip.
Spaced.
Yeah, I remember when they were getting into like imaginary finger gun battles.
Yes, that was so good.
Girls who live together too long, like their cycles match up, and they're like, guys have something like that too. It's like this mental thing. And he's like, what? And then they just start doing it, and the guy who's not even part of it just starts shooting them back. Like, and the best is like after with like those gang guys, like they just like pull out their fake shotguns, and the guys are like,
It's so good.
I fucking love that.
I wish I don't have that show anymore. I wish I still had it. I know it's really hard to find now.
Such a good show. I love that.
Plus, they play Resident Evil 2. Come on.
Yeah,
they do.
It's automatically amazing.
Shaun of the Dead was like inspired by
that. Yeah, by that episode.
Yeah, it's great. And his name is Shaun in the show.
Know.
Really?
No, I'm sorry. It's Tim. Speaking of
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant like in Shaun of the Dead.
No, I was thinking of. I forgot it is Tim. I still like because I saw Shaun of the Dead first. It's like
it's the same character, so it's like it's him still.
Yeah, because it's still very much Simon Pegg. Like Simon Pegg in those particular movies or whatever puts a lot of himself into like his, especially with Spaced, he put like so into that character.
It makes me sad that it didn't do very well.
I know. I can't believe more people don't know that show. It's so good.
I know. Well, and the few people that I've talked to that do know about it, like they don't even like it, and I'm just like,
what?
Fuck you.
How?
I don't know.
Perfect British comedy.
It's so good. Well, I mean, I guess there's a lot of people that just don't understand or like British humor, so I guess
those
there's
people
that.
are dumb.
I agree with you.
They're daft.
Brian Painter.
Brian. Actually, what's funny, it took me a while to realize, but in Shaun of the Dead, you know how he keeps running into that like old friend of his?
Yeah, that's her.
It's her. It's his roommate.
Yeah, it's great.
She lost so much weight that I didn't even realize it was her. It was a completely different person.
I love Daisy.
Daisy.
She's awesome.
So,
I like when they were trying to get unemployment and you could see she'd obviously like been on vacation and goofing off. Yeah, denied. And then they asked Tim and he's all like, the Phantom Menace, and she's like, okay, we'll get you we'll get you a new job right away. It's awesome.
Was there anything else that you played, Shayla?
I mean, other than that game I'm not going to mention because you're going to make fun of the name.
Hunter Monsters, yeah.
No. I'll just call it Darasuit.
What?
Call it what?
Darasuit. Idolmaster Starlight Stage Cinderella Girl.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that game.
Oh, that game. Nope.
Yeah.
No idea.
I didn't want to list it out because that's where Super Turtle Fuck or whatever.
Super High Crust Turtle Fuck.
Yeah.
Get it right. Jeez.
God. Why does nobody remember the classic?
Idolmaster Cinderella Starlight. Send it backwards. So even I can't get it straight.
Making a game with a name that complicated is just not good marketing. But I guess that's normal in Japan, so what do I know?
I think they do kind of in a way because the fans just give it like a cute short name like anyway. Like Japan's really good at coming up with like making words, like squunching them together and making them sound cute.
Squunch.
Squunching it.
Squunching it together. What about Lil old Jazz? What have you been playing?
Little old me. A lot of things.
Whoa, calm down. I like that I say
playing.
calm down and then you just lose your shit.
I just calm down.
She got Monster Hunter!
I got Monster Hunter.
Finally.
So happy!
Because for the first time, it wasn't $80. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, okay. And it took me 2 days to get Shayla's attention to tell her.
It's like, I got this game for you and you didn't even notice. You bitch.
I do enjoy games like that, so.
Although I'm pretty sure she already hates it because the
I
other day she was playing and it got her frustrated like it would you, Shaun, and she's like, I don't even feel like playing anymore. I'm going to bed.
Well, because I did the same thing 4 times and I just got sick of it.
Oh, you're gonna... See, this is the thing. When I said that I was surprised that you would like Monster Hunter, this is the reason, because that game, All
No.
you do is the same
Perfect.
4 or
It's
5 things over and over
It's
and
perfect.
over and over
Oh,
for
no,
hundreds of
no.
hours.
I have no problem with that.
Perfect.
You just said you don't like doing that.
I didn't like the same monster kept killing me, and I kept having to start over while I was waiting for Shayla, who was doing something else. And by the time she was free, I was like, I'm going to bed.
And then Jazz learned the annoyance of playing on expedition mode, because you'll put in all this effort.
Oh my god, yeah.
Monsters like, oh, it's 50 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah.
Like
You've
the
been hitting me for
monster
half
is
an hour,
left-
and I'm limping. Okay, well, I'm just gonna dig a hole in the ground and disappear into a fucking oblivion.
Pretty much. It's because the monsters, like, even though you're in expedition, the monsters still basically have like a time limit. So once they enter the map, like, if you noticed the maximum of any match is like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So like that still kind of does apply onto expedition, only they don't really give you a timer. So from the time the monster appears on the map, you only really have like
I didn't even know that. I thought it was just you can go do whatever. I thought that was the whole point of expedition, is that you can just go and grind like collectibles.
You can't, because another monster will appear in its stead, or another one of those monsters may respawn.
Oh, so it doesn't end after
one,
50 minutes then?
It doesn't end, but the monster will just go away after a specific amount of time.
And then
that's fine. I mean, if you can't kill that monster in 50 minutes, well, I mean, that's on you.
The problem, though, is on an expedition, you're not given a time. So if you're not paying attention, you might just run into a monster and be like, oh, cool, I'm going to fight this. But you don't realize that it's already been on the map for like 30 minutes.
Oh, I see.
You have 20 minutes to defeat it, or it's going to run away.
That's plenty of time.
I'm just saying, you have to be a little more, like, you know, if you're not paying attention to how long, like when the monster spawns and things like that, like it'll seem like, hey, I just started fighting this and it took off.
Well, I mean, for somebody like you though, like your research should be high enough that you know almost instantly what's on the map.
That's true, but say you start an expedition and you're like, oh, I'm just goofing around, getting mushrooms and herbs, and I'm going to fight this for a little bit, and it runs away, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to fight this, and you're just not paying attention, and then it's like, it's almost dead, but then it's like, it goes away, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, that's not really why you're there. Like, if you want to go hunt that specific monster, you can go do that. Like, you're just doing other things, and if that's your focus and you don't pay attention to what monsters are there, I mean, that's kind of on you. Yeah,
but the game never actually tells you that mechanic. So if you're a new player,
it's Monster Hunter. It doesn't tell you anything. You're lucky you get what you get.
I could see how it could put off. I like it because it is that way, but I can see how it can frustrate people because they're like, "What the hell? What just happened?" And the game doesn't ever really just tell you that. So it's like you kind of just have to figure it out on your own. And I get that that's part of the game, is that you're supposed to study the monsters and kind of figure out their patterns. That's what people have fun with. That game is kind of like tearing it apart. But I could see how it would be annoying if you just spent like all that time and didn't realize that that's what was happening. It's like, wait, it can go away? Why didn't the game tell me this? What the fuck?
But I mean, if you run into that, it's a painful lesson. Like, from that point on, you're gonna know damn well.
You're just a Monster Hunter apologist.
What?
I'm just kidding. I know you hate the game. So many times where you were just like, I don't even want to play this game anymore. And I was like, you're gonna play it.
I like it, but I also hate it. It's like Street Fighter. I guess it's just a Capcom game thing. Like, I hate those games, but I love those games.
Did you see that Capcom released a really nice well, I'm sure the fighting game community is going to pick it apart, but from a casual player, the Street Fighter Anniversary collection looks really nice, and I've heard some good stuff.
That came out a while ago.
I'm only just finding out about it because I saw that the Beat 'em Up collection is getting like a Captain America expansion, they're adding Captain.
What?
Or not? I'm sorry, not Captain America, Captain Commando. That's like
a sin. You suck! I hate you. I was like, I didn't even know that was a Capcom game.
Have you played Captain Commando? Actually, it's really fun.
It's it's really good. No,
Yeah.
that whole collection's amazing. And did you notice that there's a like a collector's edition that you can import?
Yes, I don't. Yes.
I can't remember. Were you on the podcast that I talked about that? Or no, that was Cody. But yeah, there's this really cool collector's edition that you can import from eCapcom. It's super awesome.
Capcom. It's always eCapcom. They're like, we are eCapcom. We love Japan, and we don't like you, and you can't have our cool stuff.
Capcom's just getting fucking crazy. Like $8,000 for collector's edition of Devil May Cry.
How is that
$1,000 for Resident Evil 2 Remake Collector's Edition? Like, what the fuck are they doing?
Remember? I mean, I know it's scaled up a bit, but I mean, when the Resident Evil 6 stupid Leon jacket came out,
that's what started it. Yeah, that was $1,600.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
But we need to go back to Jazz so that we can get out of what we're playing.
I know.
What else were you playing, Jazz?
I just got Ark Survival Evolved on the PS4.
You've been playing that on PC though too, right?
Well, my friend and I got it. I bought it for both of us, like around the time where it was still like new, and we played it for like 3 days straight. But then neither of our computers could run it. It like suddenly got like super laggy. I guess he put too much shit on the server, and there was no possible way for me to make a new character. Like, my game was so laggy that I couldn't figure out how to make a new character. I got all frustrated, so I stopped playing it, which sucks because I really liked it. But now I picked it up again and I forgot how much fun it is.
Weren't you saying something about being able to like poop?
You can poop on command and kill dodos.
Well, it sounds like you poop like not on command too.
Oh yeah, well you eat berries and like random meat throughout the day, so your character eventually has to poop.
So do you have like a poop meter? And if you don't poop intentionally, you're just gonna auto poop?
No, I think it's just random.
That's so
like
fucked
I was saying,
up.
I was
That's not
crouched
realistic
and
at
had
all.
my,
You don't just randomly poop.
Well, maybe the character has irritable bowel syndrome and like mono or whatever.
They probably do have. If it is like,
and they couldn't diagnose it back then, so they don't even know.
Carry water.
Your dinosaurs poop too, and it's disgusting. Yeah. They'll like
Probably.
walk right up to you. You're like sitting there at the campfire, and they're just like.
They probably have perma-dysentery.
They have a lot of problems. What else have I been playing?
Ark Evolved, the game where you poop.
Yeah,
buy your copy
it's so
today.
Evolved, you poop. Except my character's hair is starting to grow, so that's cool. Success.
And then you can cut it off and cover the poop with it.
I don't know how to make scissors.
Ark of Dysentery Simulator.
What else have I been playing? I picked up Code Veronica a little bit, and then put it away again.
You keep doing that.
I know. It's
you
because
need to commit.
It's because I wanna like work on stuff, but I just want to like enjoy the game. But I can't just enjoy the game because my mind automatically goes to like working.
I know that feeling.
I can't play Revelations anymore because it's like all I'm doing is like I walk through a door. I'm like, this room is not supposed to be here. Oh wait, that's right, I changed it.
Or you're just like thinking of things that you could do in that scenario or in that room or with that.
I was playing the game and my friend was sitting next to me and I started yelling at Barry and then I'm like, no shit, his name is Parker. She's like, what? And I'm like, don't worry about it.
That's complicated. Fuck you.
Yeah, just sorry, I went full retarded for a sec. I went full Jill. And oh yeah, I've been playing another game. Drumroll. I finally started playing Dino Crisis.
You've never played Dino Crisis?
Yeah, no, I have not.
Oh my god. Wait till you get to 3.
I bought it on the PS3 quite a while ago. And then I finally just sat down and I was like, okay, fuck it. Like, I'm not doing anything this week and this is a shitty week. Everybody's sleeping or working, so I'm going to just play this.
Awesome. And, I love Dino Crisis.
I love it. I love Regina.
Regina.
She's so like sassy but awesome. Dino Crisis. And now cool. I want them to make a remake of that.
I know.
I've been like reading up articles.
I honestly don't think that's ever good. Well,
there's rumors.
It's not likely to. I think the only way that that's going to happen is if they continue with Resident Evil, that does really well. They do Onimusha and that does really well. I guess they already did Devil May Cry. What else do they have that was big? I'm forgetting one.
Pulpenhausen.
But the point being is, if they do several other remakes first, and those all do really well, then I think they might do it. But outside of that, there's no way in hell they're going to touch that. Which is really sad because I love that series. I even liked 3, even though it's
let's make a mod with we'll just like use Resident Evil characters for the character models, and then Monster Hunter for the dinosaurs, and then just like recreate it. And then Capcom will be like, "Oh fuck," and then shut it down, and they'll be like, "We make it."
And then they'll actually show us something 3 years later.
But at least, but it's good. Look what Resident Evil 2 remake looks good. It looks super promising.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if we get anything, it's going to be like an HD remaster collection. I don't think we'll ever get like a true remake of that, which really sucks.
How dare you stomp on my dream?
It's just too much money for them to invest in that series. Like, I think the height of it was 1, and even that was pretty, like, I don't know, it wasn't fantastic. You know, it wasn't one of their leading franchises or anything crazy like that.
That was when Capcom was like, we're still milking Resident Evil format games.
And Street Fighter and Mega Man.
Wonder why people get tired of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's so shitty because they like oversaturated the market with those type of games, which they were all good, and then like stop them completely instead of just like chilling the fuck out. Just like, oh, this type of gameplay is now extinct.
Just like dinosaurs.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, Jess, what you think of that when you finish it, if you ever finish it. And when you do, you should definitely go into the second one. The second one's very.
I'm only in the first one right now.
The second one's very different, but it's still really good.
I like that I'm finding my own way around and like following the map and not getting all pissed off. Like Resident Evil 3.
If you make a Dino Crisis Machinima, Jazz should be Regina, and I want to be
I thought Alec made one.
Or a raptor. I know, but like he's not making it anymore.
I've always wanted to do one. Maybe I'll do like a one-off or something.
You can't make machinimas from. I mean, you know, you can't just because someone makes a machinima something doesn't mean you can't make like.
There could only be one.
Because Shaun will write it different. We got right down. I want to be T-Rex.
Well, I guess I can mention this here since it came up, but I actually am gonna do one for 3.
Yay!
I've been writing it secretly.
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited.
It'll be great.
And because Dino Crisis 3 actually still looks pretty decent. Like when that game came out, it looked incredible, and it's got Claire in it.
Of our lives. Clarinet.
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 So what else? What else have you been playing, Jazz? You said you've been playing a million bajillion things.
That
was a quote.
I don't know.
Well, I know you were playing Outlast.
Blah.
Blah. That's a good game. Don't shit on it.
What kind of game is it?
It's a survival horror game. Well, it's first person, but it's literally survival horror because you can't like fight back. You just have to hide and escape.
Is that the one? Is that the one Andrew talked about in his like survival horror reviews?
I don't think so. It's been a while since I've seen that. I feel like Outlast came out after that, but I could be wrong.
Okay. There was one he talked about that was like a anxiety simulator or something, and like the one
that
scene
sounds fun.
The one scene I saw of it, I mean, that's probably not even what he said, but the one scene I saw of it, it's like you go up to like a regular like teller lane, and then all of a sudden everything just like explodes or something, and then like fuck? Yeah, it was really weird. I'm gonna have to look up what it was. That's all. Sorry.
I feel like I know what you've played more than you do, Jazz. Because I know you played some Resident Evil 6. You played...
Yeah, well, I was drunk, though.
So it doesn't count?
And then I played with Diz, but we were getting drunk.
Oh. And you've been kind of playing Among the Sleep, right? You're still playing that?
Which one?
Among the Sleep, isn't that what it's called? The baby one? The baby game?
Oh, yeah. I've recorded, like, the next few episodes of my Let's Play, but I haven't released one last week, because I just...
How
I wasn't here. I had I don't want to say like I had a really stressful hard 2 weeks, but
oh no.
Because I know you did. But I did, and I was playing games and I was watching stuff, but I like was not here. I just like zoned out completely.
That's terrible.
Like Halloween is my favorite day of the year and I didn't do shit. Oh, I went out with Beth's little sister, but Like I didn't have a costume and I didn't really do anything. We went to the bar after because like Beth really wanted to go to the bar.
That sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's just like that's why I haven't been playing stuff. Or I have, but like literally I pick up a game and then an hour later I'm like, okay. Last night I was in bed at like 7:30.
That's awful.
I ended up like, I'm like, I want to watch Whiteout, and then like, oh, watch it too. And then we were kind of falling asleep, so we went to bed, but...
Well, hopefully our shitty weeks are over and things will get better.
Nope.
Wow.
Hopefully you'll find a place soon.
Yeah, that would be a good start.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's get into some news. So first thing we got is all the PlayStation Classic titles have been announced for the little baby mini PlayStation Classic. Are you guys going to be picking that up?
Oh.
What?
I'm sorry, cut out. You're picking what up?
No, I'm asking if you guys are going to be picking up the PlayStation Classic.
I want to.
So
No.
They finally announced all the 20 games that are going to be included on it. So it's going to have Battle Arena Toshinden, Cool Borders 2, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Revelations Persona, Ridge Racer 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter.
Oh, I have like all of those. I love Siphon Filter.
They're so good. They need to bring
That's like
it back.
the one random game nobody's heard of that I have.
Tekken 3, Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, Wild Arms, Resident Evil Director's Cut, yeah! Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah!
Shut up!
Wait.
What?
Is this what console is this going on?
It's its own console. It's the PlayStation Classic.
What's the connection to it? Like, can you connect it to
It's just HDMI.
Damn it. I was hoping this was like a whole package you can just get like on your PS4.
No, it's a little. It's like the
Fuck.
Nintendo, like the NES Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic.
Damn it.
It's a little baby gaming system.
Director's cut on the goddamn PS4 or the computer so I can goddamn record the stupid game and get back to work on the Residents.
You need to do that, but this is not the way.
Fuck.
Now I don't know where I was, so we'll start at Metal Gear.
Right.
Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy VII, Destruction Derby, Jumping Flash, and Rayman. So,
Good Jump Flash! I love Jump
kind
Flash.
of a weird collection. I know, I do too. I haven't played it since I was actually playing the original PlayStation when it was the
So
console. So I feel like going back to it today is probably not going to be that great. But at the time, it was really cool.
I'm a little disappointed they didn't include Klonoa.
Well, the whole thing's kind of weird. So, like, you've got some 2s in here, right? You got Cool Borders 2, Ridge Racer Type 4, you got Tekken 3. So, like, why is Resident Evil 2 not on here? I mean, for me, I prefer the first one. I don't want Director's Cut because that one's garbage. But considering, like, the time this is coming out, this would be the perfect time to put Resident Evil 2 on there. And Resident Evil 2 is definitely the most popular one of the older style games, so why the hell did they pick Resident Evil Director's Cut? That's fucking weird.
My question is okay, so I'm going to be honest, I actually always like to prefer to play the first edition of Resident Evil, like the pre-director's cut.
Well, exactly. That's another thing. If you're going to put the first Resident Evil on here, why the Director's Cut? They butchered that. They put shitty
that
music
is the
in
one
there.
with the horror.
Yeah, it's the garbage version.
See, I prefer the non-director's cut. I prefer the original Resident Evil.
Yep. So
That's so weird.
it just doesn't make sense that they'd put the worst version of the first game. They should have either done the original, if they were trying to go like super old school, or do 2.
Yeah, because like if I had to choose between Resident Evil 1, like original, and Resident Evil 2, I'd pick Resident Evil 1. But if you ask me to pick
too.
director's cut and 2, definitely.
Yeah, but from a marketing perspective, like, hello, what's coming out in January, the month after this thing releases? Resident Evil 2 remake. why the fuck would you not take advantage of this opportunity to put the original in people's hands to build up hype? You know, and for people that don't even know it's coming out, like they could play Resident Evil 2, get into it, look it up, and then find out, oh hey, there's a remake coming out next month. What a terrible decision that is. But whatever.
My biggest problem, the thing I do like about the PlayStation getting like a little emulator box is just that, like, at least that one I don't have to really worry about, like, is there going to be sound inconsistencies or whatever. But I've so far been like, I haven't bought any of the previous like little system bundle things because there is like a kind of like with the ROMs or the ports of like original Genesis and Super Nintendo type games, like they talk about how like sometimes the sound doesn't always translate well because they were meant to be on like a specific soundboard.
That's not the case on the that's more like the Genesis ones and like the shittier end ones.
Okay.
The Nintendo ones have all been perfect.
Good.
And
Okay.
since this is coming, you know, directly from Sony and it's got a high price tag, I think it'll be pretty true to the originals.
All digital at that point, so there's no like issues.
Yeah, these should be fine. There should be no differences.
Yeah.
But like some of the other choices are weird too. Like the original Grand Theft Auto. I mean, that game is awful.
Okay, I used to dig that game, but
I did too in fucking the 90s. That was before they went 3D. Like once they did that, you realized how terrible they were.
It was way better on PC. Like if I had wanted to play the original Grand Theft Auto, I'd want to play it on a PC.
Could you zoom the camera out on the PC? Because that was a big problem.
Yeah, around a lot easier. Like, you know what I mean?
It's hard to drive a car at full speed when you can only see 10 feet in front of you.
Yeah, it was really if I'm correct, that game was made for PCs. Like,
so that was just a port onto the PlayStation? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then, of course, the later Grand Theft Autos were made for consoles. But, like, the original Grand Theft Auto was, like... I'm not saying from facts. I just... From memory, I'm pretty sure it was on PC first. And then ported to the PlayStation 3. So it's just not... It's, like... Some of those games just are really clunky from going from PC to console because they're just meant to be played with, like, keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, some of these just aren't enjoyable anymore. Like, why would you want to play the first Rainbow Six? You're not playing that for the story, I promise.
No.
And then you got like the original Twisted Metal. That game is rough as hell.
Whoa! Why would they not pick 2?
Exactly. Like, again, they have Tekken 3 and they have Cool Borders 2. Why would you put the first Twisted Metal?
Yeah, what the hell? Why would you?
2 is amazing. 1 is really bad.
Do you think they'll release, like, expansion?
No, they've already confirmed that you get what you get out of the box. That's it.
Wow.
But I mean, down the road, they might do like a second model that's maybe like the second generation. Or I don't even know how they pick these games though, because like if they were all ones, then it makes sense. It's like, okay, they did launch window games or whatever, the first generation PS1 titles. But since there's like Tekken 3 and Ridge Racer 4 and Cool Borders 2, how did they pick these titles? Doesn't make any sense.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I probably won't buy it because the more, like, the games that I would want to revisit the most, I own physically and have a working PlayStation 1.
Yeah, but these are going to be cleaned up. They're going to be upscaled so that they look better. Yeah, they're going to look better through HDMI.
Dang it!
Yeah. So I mean, just for that, I think it's worth getting. Jazz, other than Siphon Filter, have you played any of these games?
Probably.
Wow.
Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, you've played what?
Metal Gear Solid.
You haven't played Metal Gear Solid?
Metal Gear Solid.
Have you played Final Fantasy VII?
God
damn it.
I was never a fan of Final Fantasy. I don't like the play style.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. It's not for
But
everybody.
my roommate used to play the shit out of all of them, and I watched him all the time, so...
You at least played like Twisted Metal, right?
Metal Gear Solid.
Maybe. I'm not good with names.
And then, so the Japanese version is getting some different games that we're not going to be getting, and this really pisses me off. They're getting Parasite Eve.
Oh, dang!
Which is the big one that makes me really, really upset, because I really want that game to... Like, that's the best game that they picked in that entire collection, and we're not getting it. And then they're getting Saga Frontier, Gradius Gaiden. Gaiden. I said Gaiden. I know. They're getting Arc the Lad 1 and 2, Armored Core, and Devil Dice. Yeah.
What?
So they're getting a lot. Yeah, they're getting a much better selection over there.
What? Why? Oh my.
And like,
America sucks.
I know. I was tempted to just import the Japanese one, but a lot of these are RPGs. So like they wouldn't even be enjoyable because it'd be all in Japanese, all the text. Like Parasite Eve, Arc the Lad, all those games, they're almost unplayable.
Somebody just needs to make like a hacked version that's better.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They will.
Oh, that's so lame.
And what really sucks too, like even if you wanted to import it, it's also $50 more. It's $150 to import it. That's way too much money for that collection.
I'll just have to deal with my shitty, non-upscaled, cleaned up versions. That's what I have.
Yeah, me too. It sucks.
Better than I guess.
Yeah.
Ass.
Oh,
I'm gonna go Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Do you know what's weird? Do you know that Spyro's 2 Ripto's Rage is like one of my favorite games to just like goof around and play? And it's one of the only games that's like not backwards compatible, so you like have to play it on PlayStation 1.
Oh, you can't play it on PS2?
No, it's not a backwards compatible game for some reason.
I thought PS2 was fully backward because didn't they put like an actual basically
it's
a PS1 in that system?
I would love challenge somebody try it. Somebody show me that they can make Spyro's 2 Ripto's Rage, and then maybe I just have a weird defective copy that only works on my PS1, but not my PS2.
That's weird. I'm pretty sure it should, but I don't have it. I would test it, but I don't own that game. Jazz, are you alive?
No.
No. Did you commit suicide?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, well, you should have said that earlier.
You can't say that word. You have to say game it.
What? I don't know what's happening. So the next story is Final Fantasy 15 DLC has been canceled and Square Enix director leaves.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible. So the news was delivered at the special Final Fantasy 15 presentation that 3 of the 4 upcoming DLCs, episode Urania, I don't even know, episode Lunafreya, and episode Noctis, which were part of the Dawn of the Future DLC plan, have ceased production, and director Hajime Tabata will be parting ways with the company. Episode Arden, which takes place 30 years before the main story, will still be released in March 2019. This new version will include new bosses, costumes, and weapons, and will be available free of charge for those who have already purchased a previous version of Comrades, and will cost $9.99 for new players. Does anybody here play Final Fantasy 15?
No.
Nope.
Whoa, what's with the anger?
I don't know. I don't like where Final Fantasy, the direction that's been going.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, 15 does look really good. I have it. I haven't played it yet, but like, it looks really good, and I've heard a lot of positive things about it.
It has some really cool stuff, but then they don't expand upon it and then just make you do dumb stuff. So they like hook you in and make you think you're going to play a really fun, cool game. And then it's like, oh, it's not.
What is that based on, though? Is that based on like 13 or?
Just what I've seen, like what I've seen so far in the game.
Oh,
like
you're talking about 15 specifically?
Yeah, 15 specifically. Oh, you mean a Squaresoft specifically? I'm just upset that I feel like they're all style and not a lot of substance. And I feel like they kind of give a lot of creative control to like one guy. So a lot of the stuff is really samey. When if you look back like 15 years, like Squaresoft games were so varied. There were so many different types of Squaresoft games being made that weren't just RPGs, and they were all different and unique, and they still had that really cool style, but they allowed for different styles, and they just did different things. But now everything just seems kind of like really pretty, but also really samey, and they don't seem to focus on gameplay enough. That it's so like story driven, and so much, it seems like most of the budget is put into like the visual aspects and not enough into the like game mechanics. Or
Yeah, that's 100% true. I mean, but that's kind of the industry and kind of entertainment in general is just kind of like more explosions, more flair, make it prettier. Like a lot of focus has been taken off of gameplay and depth, which does suck. But I mean, from what I've heard, there's a lot to do in that game, and it does look like it's good. I heard it's fun. Seems like it's one of the better ones in recent years, so that's good. It's not 13-2 or Lightning Returns.
yeah, I haven't played that, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I've heard lots of negative shit, and from what I've seen, it seems pretty blah.
That sucks.
This is the perfect story for Jazz because she loves Final Fantasy so much.
Because I like what?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
She likes the good Final Fantasy of the recent one, which is 14.
Nope.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you were gonna play that.
Spreading lies on the internet.
I'm sorry. I failed.
I don't like... You know what? Like, one of my roommates used to like playing the old games, and then the other roommate liked playing the new one. I think it was 13 at the time.
Gross.
And it was like, I would watch him play it because it was like different. But then it was just watching a movie. Like, it's just cutscene after cutscene.
And
So
which
even-
one was that?
I think it was it was the first one that had like lightning.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But to be honest, I actually enjoyed Final Fantasy X. Not
Yeah,
for the fighting.
I think that one was good.
Not for the fighting? What did you like it for? Just the story?
Like, I liked the story and the characters were cool.
Did you play X2, Jazz?
I learned... No, I didn't. But like, my friend and I in high school learned how to speak Albed, and then we would like write each other.
Jazz, you should play X2. I want to watch. I think you'd like X2 because it's about Yuna and Riku and a new girl, Pain, who's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and they're like a band or something.
I don't think she'll
Not
like
really.
it. If
They're
she
not
didn't
really
like all the
band.
other Final Fantasies,
It's
and she
just
like
one
10
scene.
for
Ruin
story.
it for her.
They're on like a super secret mission. They're not really a band.
10-2 isn't exactly known for its story.
Actually, I thought in a cheesy, over dramatic, like fantasy story way, I liked the story. I liked the whole like, songstress.
I enjoyed that game, but that story is garbage. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, but it's still fun.
But what I'm saying is, like, she liked 10 because of the story, so, like...
Yeah. Damn.
Jazz, I think you would really like Metal Gear Solid because it's, like, 90% cutscenes.
Because I live in a box.
And that, too.
Solid. Play Metal Gear Solid.
Alright, so next up, Henry Cavill... I can't talk. Henry Cavill's full Witcher costume has been shown. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Do you guys care about The Witcher?
Yes.
Jazz just hates video games. I just realized
Lara
this.
Croft in it. I don't
She's in the background.
Tomb Raider and
And like that game where you raid tombs.
yeah.
I heard about that. It's called Uncharted.
What was that one where she's like, I hate Tomb? It was like,
Yeah, that's the first remake. It's like, I hate
God.
tombs. And I'm like, well, it's a good thing you don't make a career out of it.
Yeah, thank God. You'd be miserable.
That's like me at Tim Hortons. Like, I hate coffee. Wait.
So I know Jazz hasn't played The Witcher 3. Have you gotten around to it yet, Shayla?
I've played it.
No, I
have
haven't.
you? You liar.
No, okay. I went to my friend's house and he was playing it and he had it like paused and I randomly sat at his computer when he went to the bathroom and like started jumping off rooftops and being retarded. So I've played it I can't lie. I played it.
Did you like what you played?
I jumped off a roof.
And that was it?
Okay. I mean, yeah.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10 won't download again.
You should give it a shot. It's really good, but it's
I
very,
like
very time consuming.
Protagonist.
Well, you know what? In a world of not being sexist, it's a good game.
I'm not sexist.
I thought the main character in that game looks really cool. That's actually what.
I mean, there are a bunch of like really cool females characters in it, but yeah, you can't create a character, which sucks. Because I would have made a girl too. But no, Geralt's really cool. Like, I love him as a character. He's fucking funny and amazing.
He reminds me of like a Solid Snake character because he's a fucking
even his voice, like he's very Solid Snake,
but kind of goofy too. Like,
yeah, it's awesome. Like he went full Leon once. Like he sees this like grotesque demon ghost thingy, and he walks up and the camera just goes to his face and he's just like, "What the fuck?" And I just lost my shit. It was great.
awesome.
He's an awesome character. I'm really excited about the show. I think it's only going to be like 6 or 8 episodes, but this reveal of his costume has me a little bit concerned. It looks like a really, really ghetto, half-assed cosplay. It's pretty bad. Like the wig that he has, it looks so terrible. And even the costume itself looks very poorly made.
That sucks.
And even Henry Cavill, like, I don't know. Like, I like him as an actor, and, like, I thought he did a good Superman, but I just don't think he's the right casting choice to be Geralt. Seems like a weird choice. Like, he's not old enough. Oh, and that's another thing. In his costume, like, they didn't put all the scars and shit on his face, which is a big part of his character.
They should have picked that dude who played Aquaman or something. He kind of looked like that.
More than Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
But still, that would still be kind of a weird casting.
Yeah. I don't know anybody who looks...
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a hard role to cast, but I don't like who they picked. But I mean, as long as it's written well and they stay true to what it actually is, I think it still has potential to be really good.
I have a question, Shaun.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Stalker?
I haven't. I have it on PC, but I haven't played it.
That's the game I thought Andrew was you were talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, I want to play that game.
Yeah, I do too. It looks really cool. Speaking of Henry Cavill, did you know that he got fired from being Superman?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Because DC's fucking insane and they have no idea what they're doing. That's not a news story I had, but it's something that I saw, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks back. I think DC's just determined to run the company into the ground as quickly as possible.
That's horrible.
I think Ben Affleck, I think he either got fired as well or he quit. One of the two. So now they're going to be re-fucking doing Batman and Superman again.
Lame.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Have you ever seen Gone Girl?
No, I want to. I've heard that's really good.
It's really good. You should see it.
Hated that movie.
Why?
It made me so uncomfortable.
Aww.
Neil Patrick Harris was funny.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. I like him. Doogie
Don't
Howser.
Tell him. Don't reveal anything.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I won't reveal anything about the movie. It's just like... It just, like, if you know what the book is about, it's just the movie itself.
I don't know anything about it. All I know is that it's supposed to be really good.
Are the book and the movie different, Chaz?
So and so.
Okay. Because I kind of want to read the book.
That's my answer. Because I haven't read the book.
Which one do you like?
Why didn't you just say that?
Oh, because I wanted to pretend I knew what I was talking about. My friend has read the book and he told me it's I don't know, like there's some things that are different, but like the movie doesn't go far from it. You know, like it doesn't venture away from the main storyline and stuff.
That's the way they're supposed to fucking do it.
Yeah, but you know what? I fucking hate watching movies with people, like movies that are based off books. I hate watching them with people who read the books if I haven't. Even if I have, because it's just like, we're sitting there watching The Hunger Games with someone I won't name because it'll never get around to her, but I don't, whatever. She, like, the whole freaking movie, it's like, oh, in the book they did this. Oh, in the book they did that. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck!
I'm not watching the book.
Is this a book? No.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up.
That is a pet peeve of mine. Like, people, during a movie, shut the fuck up!
Oh, I never stop talking during movies.
Oh my god. If it's like we're watching Resident Evil 5 or 6, then yeah, we can fucking haggle it. But like, if we're watching like a normal movie, like, I want people to shut the fuck up until the movie's over.
Well, it's really annoying when... Oh, go ahead.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Like, when you go see any, like, Marvel movie or Avengers movie, like, you don't even have to worry about the people that you're going with, because sure as shit, someone in the fucking audience, you're going to hear that person go on and on about, oh, the comics, and they did this wrong, and blah, 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 and do you know who that is? And it's like, shut the fuck up. There's a bunch of people trying to watch a fucking movie that don't give a shit about that stuff.
I enjoy walking out of movie theaters and pretending to spoil the movie for the people in line for the next show.
Pretending.
Yeah, like
making shit up.
My roommate, like one of my roommates, we went to see Twilight, and
oh god,
like that's like the worst. First of all, like these kids know what the fuck they're going to see. They've read the book 20 times, but whatever. And we're walking out, and like the entire time, I'm like, I can't believe they killed this character off in the movie, but they didn't do it in the book. And you hear all these people get so pissed off, and I just like walked away, like, tra-la-la.
Can I just say
no?
The only thing good about Twilight is
nothing.
Is the last movie has an extra scene that's not in the book where like everybody dies, and you can just like watch just that part, and that's all you need to see, because it's like the only action scene in the entire series, and everyone's like head gets ripped off and they all die. It turns out it's all just a dream sequence.
I love
like
that.
you can just end it before the dream sequence is over. It's like, oh, cool.
I just love that about that series. Like, the best scene in the entire franchise didn't happen. It's just a fucking dream sequence.
And it wasn't in the book because the woman can't write action scenes. Like, she couldn't even bother to write an action scene. She basically was like, the character showed a vision of everyone dying and all the blood that would be spilt if they fought. And he changed his mind. The end. At least in the movie, they're like, look what could have happened! Heads ripping off, characters falling down and being crushed, ripping people's throats open.
Well,
and then oh shit, I don't want that.
In today's society, you can't have a boring ass movie like that. You got to have some fucking excitement.
You have to have one action.
It's funny, like if you go back and watch movies from like the 80s or 90s and compare them to like today, it's so crazy how like they just fucking throw you into shit, and it's just like non-stop stuff all the time compared to like what it used to be. Like the build up would be so fucking slow, but like it'd still be good. You know, even action movies had like really slow sections that if they released that today, people would be bored out of their minds, because today's movies, it's just constant.
Oh my god. So, one of the reasons why Ada and Leon's, like, stupid, retarded 5-second romance never bothered me is because I thought it was actually, like, a joke on action movies, because if you watched enough action movies in the 80s, they were only, like, an hour and 30 minutes tops. So, like, halfway through the movie, if there's a girl in the movie, it's just like, we just survived that battle. I'm in love with you now. Let's get kiss. And then it's like, what? You just met like 4 hours ago. Wait, this movie's only an hour and 30 minutes. I mean, it's only been like 30 minutes and you're confessing each other's love. Like, are you kidding me? So that's why I thought like Leon and Ada's relationship was always, I thought it was just like perfect, because it's like, look, this is an action horror game and we are girl and boy, so we are in love now. I love you.
I think for me, I was probably just young enough that I didn't really give a shit about that. And like, plus,
you're like, it's gross, man.
Well, not that young, but fuck. But no, and plus you can also factor in, like, since there's technically like 4 separate playthroughs, because you have Leon and Claire A and B, like between all that time, you know, they get to know each other more than it seems. Like, you don't really get to see all the time that they spend.
Like that part where she leaves Leon outside a pipe and goes plays in the... Yeah.
I mean, it's not great, but it's better than what you get if you just think about like one playthrough.
Like shit. Well, I wasn't a fucking sewer asshole. You're not.
And Leon gets shot in the sewer. Like that shit would totally get infected.
Reckless and stupid.
Fucking infections. He's like a staph infection for the rest of his life.
He never gets the G virus or the T virus, but he dies by the staph infection.
Super antibiotic. So he eats a lot of yogurt.
That's in his bio. He loves yogurt.
That would be like Stephanie Perry writing his bio.
Yeah.
By the way, Leon, really big fan of yogurt. Because, like, you know the Code Veronica one where she wrote, like, this whole thing of, like, Steve, like, how he's admiring Claire. She's so cool, and she rides motorcycles and goes to college and likes cheeseburgers. It's like,
'cause she's American.
She's American.
All American girl.
She doesn't eat poutine like we do.
Just
fucking shoving it in your face. She likes fucking cheeseburgers. She's awesome. American.
I love that other countries do actually have that view of us. Like, if you look at, like, whenever Japan has an American character, they're always like a blonde cowgirl with like an American flag motif, and she likes cheeseburgers.
It's awesome.
I grew up with a whole shitload of stereotypes about the U.S. So what cheeseburgers was that I learned like later on, and I was like, somebody was like, well, you know, they eat a lot of cheeseburgers, and I was like, okay, I do too. What's your point? I just ate like 4 McDoubles. What's your point? Where's this going?
You're not building a solid case.
Everyone's fat.
The world is fat.
Yeah.
I read it on the internet. It must be true.
Fat ass.
Well, it's funny because, like, for the last 2 years... What?
A little introduction from Jessica. Jessica. It's her voice and she can't even do it.
I know we all quoted it, and the person that actually recorded the line can't do it at all. Like, she does it the worst.
It wasn't even a line, it was a blooper.
Yeah, what?
I decided to put it in because I was like, it sounds better than her real one.
Wow.
Well, her other one was just like, what?
It's like,
and then when I heard the blooper,
so
it was just
bad
like,
that I'm just going to use this one.
Yeah, I was like, sometimes the bloopers sound funnier.
Yeah.
When it's
Yeah,
like
I've done
a
that.
character who's supposed to be annoying. I used some bloopers from Jill, like, don't get me wrong.
Because bloopers are great.
Yes.
Okay, so I got one more news thingy, and it's kind of along the lines of Rez and the stuff that we were talking about earlier. So Beat Saber finally gets a release date for PSVR. Yeah, finally. Developer Hyperbolic Magnetism revealed several months ago that Beat Saber would be making its way to PSVR, but they didn't give us a date until, I think, a couple of days ago. Beat Saber will be hitting PSVR on November 20th and include 5 PSVR exclusive songs. Hyperbolic also announced continuing support in the form of 10 new songs via an expansion pack. So that's kind of cool. I think initially they announced the expansion pack specifically for PSVR, and like everybody that was playing it on whatever Oculus and HTC Vive, like they fucking threw up a fitstorm like you do in 2018. And a couple days later, sure as shit, they announced, oh, these songs are going to be coming to the other version too. So fucking bullshit. Why can't the PSVR version have some exclusive content? We had to wait, like, I don't even know, at least a year to get this game. So why can't we get some exclusive content without it being like a huge fucking ordeal?
Because people are stupid.
Like, if you want that shit, go buy a PSVR. I mean, if you have the money to fucking buy a $500 Oculus or Vive or whatever, you can go buy a $200 PSVR. Shut up.
It's only $200.
It will be for Black Friday. Normally it's $2.99.
That's racist.
White Thursday.
No, it's
I know. I'm sorry.
the word black is banned.
Yeah, you're not allowed to use that color.
Well, now on, we call
Dark gray
color,
Friday.
we call it, dark.
Dark Friday.
That's that sounds somehow worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse somehow.
Is there, dark gray?
Use it in German because black in German is Schwarz, and Schwarz Friday sounds amazing.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I would go to that.
Schwarz Friday.
Yeah, Schwarz Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shayla, now is the time. You have to get a PSVR because Beat Saber's amazing.
Fuck, I wish I could.
I know, I want to play it so bad. I really like that song.
It's like the coolest fucking VR game ever.
It looks so fucking awesome.
Other than Resident Evil 7, because I have to say that.
The video I saw of it, like, the girl was making it look super cool, too.
I know, it looks so fun. And the music is really good. I can't wait.
I'm just gonna go visit you in Colorado and try it.
Yeah, do it. It'll be
I
awesome.
feel like putting money towards a trip is better than buying something when
Yeah,
you don't have money.
November 20th. That's the time. Come. It'll be great.
Black Friday for us is like 2 weeks long.
Is it really?
Wow.
Because Americans like to push each other in one-day stores sales and
know,
like
right?
murder one another for stuff. Where
I
here
know,
we're like, let's just stretch it out over a month, like that people can go whenever they want.
I'm telling you, we love the action.
Fucking stupid. It's like Black Friday week. I'm like, what?
Kill each other.
Yeah.
I first got my hockey skates on Black Friday. It was such a good deal, and that's when I realized that I love Black Friday and hockey.
Not in America. 20 people died.
People show up at stores with hockey skates to cut each other's throats on Black Friday. How much for this knife?
Dangerous.
I'll take it. Ah! Also, this roll of duct tape.
Just in case. I need to Dead Rising a weapon. Jess. Hey.
Hi.
Do you have any news stories?
You want to hear that stupid story that I had like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
I feel like Shayla's gonna miss it.
Why would she miss it? What do you mean?
She has to go. She said she's gonna be right back.
Oh, what the fuck? I didn't hear that.
Oh, she typed it out. I think her thing is cutting out or something.
Oh, technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. I just saw. Well, I just like Waffle told me the other day. Waffle is our other Canadian friend, by the way. He told me that Shadow of the Tomb Raider is getting co-op, which like me and him have been playing Rise of the Tomb Raider co-op, and it's so much fun because it's like ridiculous. Like you have to not freeze to death and you have to not starve while like fighting shit and like raiding tombs.
That's cool. Is it just like a endless waves kind of thing? Survival?
Yeah, except it's like it's like survival, but it's like the nighttime it's colder, so you have to like make fires, but you have to gather everything you need to get like wood and stuff to make the fire. And there's like these challenge cards that you can get, like you use points to like get packs or whatever. And like there's some challenges that give you a certain percentage upgrade of points that you can win, or there's some that are good for you but they take a percentage off of what you can win. So there's like positive and there's negative. And then some of the cards are like outfits and some of them are ridiculous, like there's big head monsters or big head dudes. So everything has like a giant head.
Awesome.
Or now I just got one that's like big head Lara, so it's like a giant bobblehead Lara. And I wear this really, really stupid skin where like she has like antlers, and Waffle wears like the classic Tomb Raider 1 skin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like that with the giant bobblehead. And there's like, it's really fun, and like we put certain challenges, like we put like you start with no ammo and all the enemies are like zombies and they're freaking terrifying and you have to like kill bears and shit, and it's a lot of fun.
So
and now like
you said you get packs, like backpacks or like card packs?
No, it's like card packs. Like you can buy like
fucking loot boxes.
No, it's not like micro whatever you call it.
I know, but it's still
literally like you use like points.
I know, it's
like
it's the
you play the
same
game and you get
though.
well, no, because the loot boxes you have to do challenges for. Like I'm thinking in Shoesting, you have to do like challenges to get certain loot boxes, or you get them randomly. But this is like you go in the store and you buy certain cards, or you buy like a pack of cards that are good for like player positive stuff, or one that's like good for this, or one that's just a wild card, which is just like stupid shit.
So, like, you don't earn like a currency or experience that you have to spend to get those packs?
Yeah, you earn like your score earns you a certain amount of points, but the points go up really fast.
I don't know. I'm getting tired of that model. Like the reason they put that in there is to keep you playing longer, because it takes longer for you to get that content, and I just don't like that.
But it's so much fun.
I
That's
mean,
the whole point of like, why would you
wrong.
play it otherwise? Like, what's the point of doing a challenge if you can't, like, there's nothing in the end?
Well, I mean, you could unlock like permanent things or more gear.
Yeah, they're all permanent. You don't use them with just one.
But I mean,
Plus,
like stuff outside of like that mode.
But when you play the story mode, I think you also get like cards. Like, you win them after you realize. You go to the store and they're like, oh, you just got these gifts or whatever for like doing stuff in the main game. I don't know, I really liked how it worked. And you can, like, you're both Lara, but you have like different outfits and they talk to each other. It's just really weird. It's like, you're gonna freeze to death if you don't come here. And like at one point I got so far away from Waffle, and in like the little microphone, all I hear, like the walkie-talkie, it's like, you shouldn't stay far from me. We have to stay close together. I'm like, fuck you, Waffle. But it wasn't even Waffle, it was just other Lara. Okay, now I can tell Shayla my story.
Shayla's back.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
So, it's like video game related, but not. But anyway, there's this guy, and he went to jail for murdering his wife. Basically, he, like, every time they visited him in jail, they were like, where's the body? Where's the body? And he's like, I didn't have anything to do with it, I swear. And like, this girl just randomly disappeared, and nobody could find her, and eventually he got sent to jail for the murder. And then like, it took like 8 years or something, and he finally confessed to the murder and like told them where the body was and everything. Like, he just did it. But he had a good reason to tell them, apparently. He gave away everything only if he could get an Xbox for his jail cell, and he got one. He fucking awesome. Like, murdered his wife and got an Xbox.
My God, that's horrible.
That is
I
so
fucking
fucked
laughed
up.
so hard when I read that. I was like, what if his fucking wife just bought him an Xbox for Christmas? Would she still be alive?
What the fuck? Why didn't you just buy him the Xbox? Buy him the Xbox, get the fuck out of there.
Desperate
It
times.
was so funny. Oh my God. I loved it.
That's great.
I was like, I'm sitting here struggling through life, get my own Xbox. This fucker just like, yeah, I killed my wife, but I'll tell you what, I buried her. Give me an Xbox and some games and also some time outside. Not that I need it, because I got an Xbox.
What the fuck?
See, if you need an Xbox, all you gotta do is kill your wife.
Kill your wife.
Hashtag
then,
kill
like,
your wife.
Yeah, but then like reveal where she is.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, have a plan. Don't just kill your wife. Have a plan.
Yeah, don't just do it.
Don't be an idiot.
Don't be that person.
Yeah.
Yep. I fucking love that story.
That's great. Did you have any other exciting news stories?
I saw something about a Kirby pillow.
What the fuck?
It was for the whole, like, the new Super Smash Bros. Which I saw a trailer, and the trailer made me laugh.
Why?
Because there's just, like, there's these, like, hands in the sky, like the apocalypse, and then they all just shoot down and start, like, wiping out each character one at a time. But there's, like, some of them, it's, like, one little box just sitting there, and then, it, like, the beam comes and it's, like, it just like, shoots away.
That was Snake!
Yeah, I figured. And then there's another one, there's, like, these two characters just sitting there doing nothing, and there's, like, I think it's that girl from, like, the Wii Fit or something. Like, she's, like, stretching and doing, like, yoga poses, and, like, it's just, like, and just, like, and then they release these things. They're, like, Kirby pillows. And basically, like, you lay down with your head inside the pillow, and then you know what it's like to get, like, absorbed into a Kirby.
Oh
and
my...
there's pictures... there's pictures of, like, these guys, like, sleeping at their desk or whatever, and they're all, like, their heads are in the Kirby's.
Like,
that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I can send it to you guys so you could see.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool.
It's in the thing now, but it's like, I don't know, that's why I started laughing. Well, actually, no, I laughed at something else before that, but...
I
I
want
want
one.
one, but they're like $80.
Oh my god. What the fuck, Nintendo?
$80 American.
I've been trying to tell people that like Kirby was OP since the first Smash Brothers, and they're like, "What are you talking about? Kirby's not OP." And it's like, "Yes, he is. Look, everybody fucking died, and Kirby."
Yeah,
He's the only one that lived.
you have like this giant guy with like 10,000 pounds of. He's got like 5 swords that are all like in one sword. He's got like all OP. He's got flames coming out of all of his fucking equipment, and then it's just like, and he's gone.
That's it.
And then Kirby's like, "Oh look, now I'm you."
That guy's a fucking nightmare.
He's just like, what is he even? He's just like a fucking marshmallow.
He
or
is
something.
the end.
Yeah, he is the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I think someone said he was infinite energy or something.
I think he's like a mix of a potato and a marshmallow that became self-aware.
Yeah, I heard it was just like a marshmallow or a cloud. Fucking evil one.
He's not normal.
Yeah, there's something wrong with Kirby.
Kind of looks like Ditto, actually.
That game's gonna be crazy. I think there's like 50 some odd fighters in the new Super Smash. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because
I'm not a Super Smash fan, but it looks good.
I'm really not. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't really like Smash either, but I'm gonna get it because like it seems like the best one. It's literally gonna have every single character they've ever had in any Smash game.
Yeah, but here's what's annoying. Here's why I don't like Smash.
Well, it's not a fighting game.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Super Mash Bros.
But my thing about it is I liked the story mode. The story mode was really cute and fun, and they took that out.
Well, it's coming back. Yep.
Oh,
yep.
fuck. I don't want to like Smash, though. I don't want to like it.
And one of the assist trophies is going to be, I can't remember her name, but one of the girls from Fatal Frame.
Oh, no. And I really like that it has fucking Simon Belmont in it.
I know, that's fucking amazing.
I want you to make a
And it has
Simon
Richter.
Belmont
It has
versus
Richter.
Solid Snake.
It has Richter.
Yep, and Ryu and Ken and Mega Man.
Why do they have to do this?
Ah, it's going to be so good.
No.
Alright, let's talk about some survival horror stuff. Let's see, so there's not a ton, but there's some. So, Resident Evil 2 Remake announces classic RE2 costumes, and they're unlockable in the game. They're not DLC. Leon's remake costume is pretty much the same one that he had from the original, but it's just kind of been like armored up, like they put pieces of armor on it and stuff. So his classic costume just takes away the added armor, so that's not really super awesome. But Claire's costume is obviously completely redesigned for the remake. So the classic costume gives her the classic red denim jacket and shorts. But for some reason, they shrunk down the size of her black undershirt, which is kind of a weird choice. And of course, there's been a bunch of backlash on the internet from the fan community freaking out because they changed it. I think it looks fine. I'm sure they just did it to make it look a little sexier. You know, it shows off a little bit more skin and some of her cleavage. Honestly,
Claire wasn't showing off enough skin.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised the fan base isn't like fucking losing their mind because it's like it's super sexist or something. Like, oh god, how could you do that? How could you show her boobs? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's 2018.
Just because she got boobs doesn't mean you have to show them off.
But
they better not jiggle.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, I would have preferred them to keep it exactly the same, but it's such a minor thing that I'm okay with it.
Honestly, I'd be like, did you guys not see the zombies? Like, that wasn't the whole point of the game. Can you, like, change your focus to something else? Like the zombies?
Right?
Monsters?
The zombies.
I'm just glad that they brought back the classic costumes. Like, I didn't think they would do that. So it was it was a nice surprise.
It is.
But I'm more concerned that, like, since these are unlockable in the game, like, is that going to take away from some of the existing costumes, like from the original game? Because like each character had 2 unlockable costumes in the base game, but now that there's the classic costumes in the remake, is that going to remove one of the other costumes?
They had 2 costumes each?
Yeah.
What was Claire's other one? There's the flame.
Oh, you know what? Claire only had 1. Leon had 2. That's sexist.
I still can't get over the fact that, like, in my mind, I like to create little stories as to, like, why things are certain ways in the game. So when I'm playing RE2, and I kill fucking Brad down the useless stairs that lead to nothing, I've never raged about something in Resident Evil as much as I have about these stairs. But
what the fuck?
they just go down and then they go back up. There's nothing.
Such a minor thing.
Useless. But you go down there and I'm like, hey, what the fuck
Those
is
are the
zombie?
exercise stairs.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, it's so the RPD stays fit, but then, like, freaking Brian Irons is, like, fat. But you go down the stairs and I'm like, this zombie wasn't here before. So I like, start killing him and I'm like, this is Brad. And I'm like, why is he carrying a key? So I just ran around and finally I find out, like, oh, that's where the outfit is. Awesome. I didn't know this because I didn't play as a kid because I was scared of the liquor. And then, like, later on, I'm sitting here going, like, where in his right mind did Chris decide to give Brad a key to a locker that has an outfit specifically for his little sister? He's like, I want you to watch this, and keep this key, and, like, never give it to anybody, especially not my sister. And then Claire's like, hey, this is a fucking locker.
That's funny. I never even thought about that. It makes no
like,
sense.
Why does he have a key? And why, like, I also, like, I get that the game is just putting the outfits there for us, right? But think about it. They're running to the fucking woods, and they end up at a random mansion in the first game. And then you're walking around, you go into, like, this, and there's a closet. It's a secret closet, first of all. And then, like, oh, look, clothes that fits Jill. And, like, was Wesker just like, oh, I hope she finds these. I really want to see her just like
plan.
Sarah Connor. It'd be funny because she hates those movies. It's just like, what the fuck? Why were they there? Would make more sense if, like, oh, why is my backpack here?
I don't think that's canon.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a tuxedo.
I think a bigger concern would be, why is there a giant block of tofu running around with a knife killing
that's
zombies?
Normal because everyone's a fucking vegetarian.
Why
now.
is it alive?
Oh, you know what? The tofu. In Darkside Chronicles, when the tofu runs away from the dogs, and then you see the dogs run away from the tofu. I lost my shit.
I can't wait to see what the tofu looks like in the remake. It's gonna be.
Oh my
great.
god! It's just gonna look like kale. It's gonna be kale.
Did we lose Shayla?
No.
I'm here.
Oh, hello.
She's sleeping.
Oh, good job.
Oh, I'm sleeping.
No, she was sleeping.
She's playing Monster Hunter.
Oh, you're right. Just
We
playing
know.
Monster Hunter. It's okay.
I want to.
We're gonna
You know
play it
me-
later. Calm down. There's a podcast
can't-
happening.
You know, Shayla and I spend more time in Monster Hunter, like, getting drunk and falling over, actually hunting.
Oh my god,
That
that was
sounds
so
normal.
fun.
I'm like, come see me, come see me. She's like, are you drunk at the table? I'm like, no, come see me. Yeah, I'm just, like, passed out at the table.
We were even trying to make it so that, like, one of us would fall over and the other one would be like, bleh, and puke on me.
I'm just like, and then I fell over in my puke.
Yeah.
Is there a point to getting drunk in that? Like, does it do anything for
Nope.
you?
No.
Just makes you fall over.
Wow.
Same reason why you do the arm wrestling. Because no reason.
Because no
I'm
reason.
sorry. I'm
just-
sorry, Shaun.
There
Like
has to
that.
be a reason, god damn it.
Is there a reason to getting drunk in real life?
Yes.
If you get drunk in a video game, do you get drunk?
If you die in Canada, do you die in real life?
No.
No.
Sorry.
You just turn into coin.
You turn into coins.
Yeah, literally.
I saw it in a movie.
Yeah. I know all about kids now.
You turn into loonies and toonies.
Yeah.
And Looney Toonies.
I was so happy when I found out that that's what they were.
Stupid. Our money's made of plastic.
It's
Like,
Monopoly money.
You can fucking drop your money in the washing machine and wash it, and it won't even, like, bend.
Whose money is it that has what looks like Professor Snape on?
What?
That's us. That's us. That's our,
I
our
did- I
$5 bill. Somebody drew it like Snape.
They gave him black hair and he looked just like Snape.
Yeah. I don't even know who the person is on that fucking $5 bill.
That's
What the hell is
awesome.
happening in Canada?
You know what? I ask myself that every day.
And it's never answered.
Who the fuck is this guy? Prime Minister Sir Wilfrid Laurier. Okay.
Sounds like an asshole.
Well, I mean, if he looks like Snape. On the back of that $5 bill, I'd like to point out, there are children playing hockey.
What the hell?
Like, go us!
Jesus.
Fuck.
Oh my god, I googled Snape on a Canadian $5 bill, and one of the results came up with somebody who also drew Spock.
Drew what?
Oh my god.
The same $5 bill.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Drew over it like Spock.
Oh, Spock. Wow.
Yeah.
I see it. It's retarded. But now you can't do that because it's plastic, so like it'll just wash off or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, evolution. Huh.
Okay, we're running out of time, even though we're going long. I want to keep it under 2 hours, so I want to do one more survival horror story, and then we'll wrap things up. So Konami confirmed that they are not taking PT away from anybody who purchased it. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there was a rumor going around that people that downloaded the PT demo, they were forced to update their game when they tried to play it, and then they would install a patch called 1.1. Basically, that patch would lock the game, so anytime after you updated it, when you try to boot it up, it just kicks you back out to the dashboard. So like some random person on, I guess, Reddit posted about that, and of course it's Reddit, so it fucking spread all over the fucking internet. Then other people were reporting the same thing, so everybody was thinking that Konami was going to be locking everybody out of the PT demo, which, I mean, kind of makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that. But Konami confirmed that they're not doing that. There is no patch or anything like that, so if you do have the PT demo, it's not going anywhere. You can still play it. It's not going to update, and it's not going to lock you out of it. So,
I think they were dumb. I think they should have just released it to the public because
why not?
Yeah, because all those people who sold PlayStations with it installed in there.
Yeah,
you know?
and they made no money off of that. So why?
Yeah, somebody profited unethically from that demo because they made it unavailable. If they had just made it available, then wouldn't have been able to exploit it like that, and there's really no harm in just having it out.
Yeah, it's not like it's just, I mean, people know about it, so why can't they just download it? I mean, it wasn't even really technically a part of the game that got canceled. It was its own thing. So why can't that just exist in the world? Who cares?
Exactly.
Plus, it's so amazing. It's kind of a piece of video game history at this point, because it was doing something new, and there's really nothing like it. So it's cool to just go in there and experience that. So why would you take that away?
Because they're dumb.
Fucking because they're Konami.
Konami
is the worst company ever. Oh, we have Castlevania. What should we do with it? How about nothing? What? Let's fire Hideo Kojima, one of the fucking best video game creators in the universe. What the fuck is wrong with them?
You know what pisses me off the most about it is that I hate that statement because it's true, but it should never be true. Konami is actually was amazing.
Yeah, they were.
To say that they're assholes.
I feel like it all started at that E3 press conference where they were being all weird. Maybe they're being taken over by aliens or something. Have you seen that press conference?
Yeah.
It's fucking bizarre.
Bizarre.
Super weird. But from that point on, it's things just slowly got worse.
Yeah, Konami fucking...
they even ruined Castlevania Lords of Shadow. I mean, I still haven't played the second one, but I've heard it's pretty terrible. And then after that, they just killed the franchise and shifted to mobile and fired Kojima. It's what are all the things that we can do that will ruin us as a company? Oh, let's do that. Makes sense.
Maybe they should have merged with Telltale.
Maybe they did. Maybe that's what's going on.
That would have been their ultimate worst.
Yeah, they're the ones that picked up The Walking Dead to finish it for the final season. That would be great. Oh, Konami. I miss you when you weren't trash. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and wrap things up. So for updates, unfortunately with the whole moving thing, I didn't really get to finish the Halloween event the way that I wanted to. I had those 3 videos, including the 2 machinimas that I wanted to release, but I didn't have the time to do it, and everything got packed up in boxes. So I kind of had to, I'm not going to cancel them. Like, I'll put them out at some point. I'll just have to figure out how I want to do that. Because, I mean, they're halfway made anyway. But yeah, I apologize for not being able to finish that. I was able to do the 31 videos in October though. So there was a video for every single day. So that's good. And then, like I said, eventually you'll see the videos that I wasn't able to finish. I'll also be doing a holiday event in December, but it's not going to be as content intensive as I had for October. You'll see special themed videos and content, but there's not going to be a video every single day. Machinima work will also be dramatically reduced until I can get my new place, as I don't have access to my games, equipment, and all the things that I need to make that really happen. But yeah, so I don't really have any updates on episode 13 or anything like that either, because again, I haven't really been able to work on anything, unfortunately. So in the next week or two, I should be getting things together. Hopefully I'll be getting a place. Once I move into there, I'll be able to pick things back up and get the ball rolling again. Whoa, what happened?
Everything started shaking. Sorry, go on.
There's an earthquake in Canada. But yeah, so things will be a little bit slower until I get things sorted out, but it shouldn't take too long to do that. So hang in there. More stuff is coming. More updates are coming. Holiday stuff in December. Good times. But yeah, that's going to be all we really have time for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the double podcast that we did to make up for last week.
Yay! I told you it'd be 3 hours.
It's 2 hours. Wow. It's a double podcast.
Oh, we met up like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
You're ruining the illusion. You don't break the fourth wall. Don't break the fourth window. That's what they say.
What?
Ooh. Them. The people.
I hate those.
The window wall people.
You were talking about episode 13, just on that subject. Episode 3 of Irrelevations is in the works.
Ooh, shit.
It is halfway assembled as the video. And then I just need to write the script.
Wow. All I have to do is write it. No big deal.
No, but like as I play and I see certain things and I put them together, I put the story in my head. So all I have to do is write it out with like actual words that sync up. So it's not going to take that long. So hopefully, like once things settle a little bit, I am hoping to have it done within.
Famous last words.
You know
Shouldn't
what?
take too long. What the fuck was that?
Shayla's brain just broke. She's like, I'm gonna.
It's very fragile.
Besides, it's not like I can get Shayla to record until she could talk.
Ooh.
Yeah. What's wrong with my voice? What are you talking about?
Yeah. What are you talking about? She sounds normal to me.
All those oohs are gonna sound like normal.
Doesn't she always sound like that?
I talk.
On that note, Shayla, do you have anything going on that the people should know about?
When's your next machinima coming out, Shayla?
Yeah, when's your first machinima coming out?
Never. Yeah.
I'm trying to convince her to do a Monster Hunter machinima.
Speaking of that, after the show,
it'd be fun.
After the show, we need to talk about a super special project collaboration thing for December.
Okay.
That people will be excited about if it pans out.
Does it mean work?
You know what? Get the fuck out of here.
Upload the sound effects to a door close.
I'll put it in post. It'll be fine. So what were you saying? Monster Hunter Machinima? What?
That would be awesome. I'm
trying to get her to do one because that's like what she's always on. So it'd be easier.
I would do that. That would be fun.
Okay, so you're gonna have a fucking assignment through the podcast that we harass you on every single week until you get this shit done. So you have to do a machinima. It can be a Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter.
That's the name of it.
Monster Hunter Machinima coming soon.
World.
It can be whatever you want it to be, but you need to make a video by the end of January.
And we're only allowed to harass you because we have like 2 or more episodes of the series done. So that way I get to harass you.
There you go.
I'm gonna do the voices of the monster.
She's gonna do all the voices. They're all gonna be like,
Even the humans.
there's gonna be us standing there like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There's no
Guys,
actual. there's no actual dialogue. It's just noises.
It's just sounds. Shayla understands it, but we don't.
So,
Oh, she went away.
challenge has been issued.
Yep.
Crap. Okay.
So get your shit together.
Okay.
Okay.
Get,
Are you
put
doing
it all
it?
in a bag. I don't care what you do with it. Just get it together.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Rick and Morty are wise. Listen to them. Alright, guys. So that does it for this week's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this special sorry we fucked up and missed an episode extended episode. And
I'm dancing to the music in my head again.
yeah, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.